Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Emerald Downs. It's that fat bastard that's in the lead right now. And we have Ricochet in second, would you believe? We have 16 competitors, or is that victims, on the course right now. That fat bastard, Ricochet and a Riv. That's your 1, 2s and 3s on the back stretch of the course right now. The outside railing going inside railing. That fat bastard touches the inside railing. You're very brave doing that, you little rubber ducky with an 8 ball on the back of you. Mushy's gone into third now. Sophia's gone back into third. It's Pat that's in fifth, and then it's Kiwi Plains, Tish and Blaze Striker, Riv, and Very Chewy. That's your top 10 out of 16 right now. That fat bastard going across for lap number 2. Ricochet is still in second, but that's a distant second as well. And looks like he's been overtaken by Saphira back there. Mushy Booty going down from fourth up to, down to fifth because the Riv's up to fourth now. It's Tish, then it's Kiwi Plains, Blaze Strike.
Oh, hello. We're about to start the main event.
What do you mean
Will
about
you
to?
offer your legendary words of encouragement?
Okay.
Of course. Brace yourselves, marbles. The main event is where fragile optimism goes to get crushed by gravity and poor decisions. Stay sharp, avoid the edges, and, for once in your tiny little careers, try not to be spectacularly incompetent. Win if you can. Survive if you must. Entertain me either way.
Ricochet is in the lead again. Somehow, how have you done this? Tish is in second, and that fat bastard goes into, second now, because you overtook Tish, who's now into third. Saphira, Very Chewy, fourth and fifth. The Riv and Mushy Birdie, Pat and Noodles, Kiwi Plains. That fat bastard doesn't want second, he wants first. Here we go. It's that fat bastard against Ricochet, and that fat bastard just eases off the pressure of the rubber ducky. They couldn't manage that anymore, but they could be doing more if they wanted to, I guess. We're going to see Ricochet still in the lead right now. That fat bastard, then it's Very Chewy in third. Tish, Riv, Saphira, then Pat, Mushy, then Kiwi Plains and Noodles. That's your top 10 out of 16 right now. That fat bastard is trying to encroach on Ricochet's space or postcode. But a Riv is catching up, and I reckon a Riv might be in second. They are right now. That fat bastard, then it's Tish, Saphira, Very Chewy, Mushy, and Pat, Kiwi Plains, Noodles. Ricochet goes across the halfway mark. Into the fifth lap he goes. It is Ricochet in the lead of a Riv and that fat bastard. Tish and Saphira is fourth and fifth, but they then... look at that. Saphira's down in sixth, but Very Chewy's having a little bit of a dance with Tish back there. It's a Riv that bumps into Ricochet. Ricochet's not going to have any of that. The candle against the flame. Which one do you go for in this game? That fat bastard has a bump onto a Riv, and it's Riv still in second. That fat bastard goes back just a little bit to be third, but they don't want that. They are battling still to try and get second back, and behind them is Tish, would you believe? Ricochet into the sixth lap now. A Riv is trying to catch up. A Riv is really trying to catch up. The candle in front of the flame. That's their game. It's a Riv in front, and now that fat bastard's trying to get in front of a Riv. That fat bastard, the rubber ducky in front of, Ricochet at the moment, trying to get in front of a Riv, who's 89 in the world. Right now, the candle, the gingerbread man doing the things. Oh, Noodles, you just got a flatty back there. That's not going to do good for your placings. It's a Riv in front of that fat bastard, then Ricochet in third. Very Chewy and Pat. Then it's Tish, Kiwi Plains, Mushy. Then it's Saphira, Truth Demon. That's your top 10 right now. Enter the seventh lap, and Ricochet is coming up from the inside, the outside of the inside, and it's Ricochet on the front side now. But it's that fat bastard that's in front of Ricochet. Get a smell of that pixie dust thing, and Ricochet gets a boost, and I got a flatty, you dingus. It's that fat bastard that's in front of Ricochet right now. Touch the inside railing. It's Ricochet that's in front. It's Ricochet in front again on the seventh lap in front of that fat bastard. Then it's a Riv and Tish. Oh my gosh, Mushy Booty just got a flatty, and Ricochet got a boost, and that's a Riv right there, and so is Tish. That fat bastard comes through like a man trying to get something out of a hotel room, but he couldn't smuggle it out. It's that fat bastard making too much noise. He is large and in charge, and really not a mirage. He's in front right now, a Riv. Then it's Tish. And then it's after that, Ricochet, Very Chewy, Pat, Saphira, Thomas, the Penguin, then Kiwi Plains, Truth Demon. That's your top 10 right now. That Fat Bastard doing the things right now in the 8th lap. Tisha's gone into second in front of a Riv back there. That's amusing. Tisha's trying to gain on to first if they can, but a Rev has other ideas in this one. The penultimate lap is here right now. Penultimate lap, what do you do? What do you do to try and catch up to that Fat Bastard? Because every time you overtake him, he comes back. He gets knocked down, but he gets back up again. He is known as Chumbawamba sometimes. Kiwi Plains got a boost back there, and another boost, would you believe, on top of that. It's that Fat Bastard in the lead. Tisha's trying to catch up. I'm not quite sure about this. A Riv is right there as well on her backside. It is Ricochet in 4th, somehow up to 3rd now. Very Chewy in 5th, and then Saphira gets a boost, even though they're in 6th. It's Pat and Thomas, then Truth Demon and Kiwi Plains. The last lap. This is where dreams can be made or they could be dashed. And that Fat Bastard has that lead at the moment by a couple of postcodes from 2nd place, and that is Ricochet out back there. Kiwi Plains gets another boost. Tisha's in 3rd, then it's Saphira, a Rev, then Very Chewy, Pat, Thomas, Truth Demon, and Kiwi Plains your top 10. That Fat Bastard touches the inside railing of the back straight once again. It is that Fat Bastard in the lead, and Ricochet is 2nd, but that's a very distant 2nd as well. Tisha's also just marginally distant from 2nd place as well. It is going to be that Fat Bastard as Thomas gets a flatty back there. It's that Fat Bastard that's going to get 1st place. Then it's Ricochet. Then it's going to be Tish by a nose from Saphira and a Riv. Very Chewy, Truth Demon, Kiwi Plains, Pat and Sonic, your top 10. Mushy, the last one across the line. That Fat Bastard, you got your 11th win of the season. That is 120 points to you. Ricochet 116 and Tish got 114. After that it was Saphira, a Riv, Very Chewy, Truth Demon, then Kiwi Plains, Pat, Sonic, Bloody Strike, Noodles, Wave Weaver, Thomas, my boy Carrots, and then it was Mushy Booty all the way back there in last.